Hey guys, it's Jack from the Game Fools. I'm here with the third episode of Minecraft Tips and Tricks. Uh, I haven't put out many videos in a while, just because I had a lot of stuff going on with just like a bunch of personal stuff, a few events I've had to go to, like a wedding I had to go to, birthday just happened, uh, played at a concert, stuff like that. Yeah. Uh, Also, there are other reasons, but I'm not going to go into those right now. Anyways, I just thought I'd finally get a video up, uh, and I figured this would be the easiest one just because I've got some stuff set up. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start this off. Just first off, I'm just going to say there's no like written tips or tricks for this episode. Uh, so, it's just a bunch of redstone stuff and some other tips. Or not tips, but like, you know, just different things. Nothing very specific, just various stuff. Oh, also I've got some cannons actually for today. Some TNT cannon designs. Ah, god dang it. I'm sorry about that cut. I supposed to have this guy in here already, so I had to go through a bunch of zombie spawning just to get another one. Anyways, so what I was going to show off is how to cure a zombie villager. A lot of people know how to do this already, but not everyone does, so I figured I'd show it off. It's useful for if you want to have your own like little testificate village, but you don't want to have to find a village of an actual spawned-in village of testificates, because these guys will just spawn in on their own sometimes, as opposed to a normal zombie spawning. So you can just kind of try and lure this guy into a trap, just hold him, and then cure him. So how this works: you first put a potion of weakness on him, then you feed him a golden apple. I believe it doesn't matter if it's a notch apple or a normal golden apple. But as you'll see, he starts to shake and have this new aura on him. Now, I believe this takes about 5 minutes. At least that's what it was when I last checked. So, just gonna leave this guy as he is here. I'll come back to him later once he's turned. Okay, guys, I just realized that I forgot to go back to this guy, so I just reopened my recording program and just thought, okay, here you go. So this just right here, this guy proves that the what do you call it, curing method that I use works. Uh, it allows you to have new testificates. Just find some zombies, trap them, cure them, bam. That's really all you need. Uh, So yeah, like I was saying, it's just a good way to have a zombie village, not zombie village, testificate village of your own, uh, without actually having to find a spawned-in one. So as long as you just have some golden apples and some weakness potions, you can do this whenever you want. It's useful. The type of villager that is spawned from this method after curing a zombie is random, as far as I know. I don't think there's any method to what type of villager is spawned. But yeah, just thought I'd go back to that and show you for proof that this does work. Just to show that it works. So T flip flop is the first, or nor latch is the first redstone that I have here. So this is useful if you want to have one button be able to turn on the redstone signal and one turn it off. This can also be just substituted for pressure plates as opposed to buttons, or a tripwire hook, whatever you want to do. So this button turns on this redstone, which also subsequently turns off this redstone torch, which allows this redstone torch to have it output a signal, which keeps this redstone on, keeps this torch off. Now, when I push this button, it does the opposite. It turns this redstone on, turns off that torch is now on, keeps the current going. Like I said, I believe I showed this off in my first video, but I just thought I'd put it in with the other redstone circuits that I have in this video. So, it's pretty simple, just, do what you want with this. Anyways, this I forgot to label. It's called an AND gate. This is a pretty neat little gizmo where how it works, you have to have both levers, or whatever you're having be the output, or redstone input rather. You have to have them both active to power whatever you're trying to power. In this case, I have a light block, just as an easy example. So as you'll see, if I have one unpowered, or one powered rather, which unpowers this redstone torch, this redstone is still receiving power, turning off this torch and allowing this redstone light to remain off. If I just turn this one off, this torch will still be on, give power, etc. So you have to have both off, then this torch will be allowed to be on because there's no redstone signal inhibiting it, and it will then turn on this light. So that's just how that works. Pretty useful if you just want to have something where two people have to stand on pressure plates to allow something to happen, or if you want to have people have to activate two things in an adventure map, say, to be able to go to the next area. This can also be adjusted. Hold on. Sorry about that. That was just a little technical difficulty. Okay, anyways, this is the NOT gate. So it's really simple, not terribly useful. All it does is it inverses the redstone signal by having the power go first to a redstone torch, and then whatever you're trying to power. So in this case, when the lever is unactive, the light is active. When it's active, the light is inactive. Very simple. Now here's the toggle switch. What this does, it just allows one to have a button that turns something on, as I just showed, and turns something off. So how this works, the button activates redstone signal that will come up here, turn off both of these redstone torches, thus deactivating the pistons, and then when they're reactivated, this block over here will be moved to the opposite side of where it was previously. And so when it's here, where this redstone, or where this piston is currently, this redstone torch will power it, and the signal will then go through the block into this redstone, going to whatever you're trying to power, in this case, another redstone light. Okay, so lastly for this area, I'm just going to show off that for skeletons and zombies, I'm not going to get out a zombie just because. So for skeletons and zombies, splash potions of harming will do nothing. They just don't do anything to them. They may even heal them if they've taken damage. However, potions of healing will harm them, as though it were a potion of harming for anything else. Okay, now, I had in here a good example, but I'm just going to spawn in a cow. Now, very obviously, the potion of harming will harm the cow, and a potion of healing would heal it if it had taken a little bit of damage. Now, this just works because any undead, the harming and healing effects are inversed for them. Anything else, even other mobs that aren't animals, will take damage from harming and heal from healing. It's just the undead skeletons, zombies, and I believe the wither skeletons that have this inversed effect. So anyways, that's all that is. Now I'm going to go on to the cannons that I have. I've got 3 little cannons set up, and I'm not going to show you how to make them this episode. I'm going to do a little show of how to activate, or how to build them, word fart, how to build them in the next episode. Right now I'm just going to show them off. So, for this cannon, you've got TNT up on both sides here, then you've got a little bit down here. How the TNT is activated without it destroying the blocks around it, you have 2 little water pockets. Now, you can just have 1 water source that will cancel that out. But I just have 2, because maybe if I accidentally destroy it, or if I accidentally place TNT in one, it'll still have water to cancel the block destroying effect. However, when you're firing this thing, I still suggest getting back because it will still do player damage, just not block damage. Anyway, so that's all activated immediately with this redstone current here. Then this redstone current will go along through these repeaters, which will create a delay up to this block of TNT, which will then be fired from the original explosion. So, I'm just going to show that off right now. And so, there you go. And boom. Now, with this design, you have to, if you're building in the ground, like I have it here, you want to have a bit of a space in front. Mind you don't need all of this, you just need a little bit so that the TNT has room to move. to get above ground. You can also just build this above ground, but I just have it below ground right now. I don't know, just matter of preference, whatever. Like I said, I'll show you how to build all these cannons in the next episode. So here's the original cannon design that I knew of. This is the first one I built or found out about. So you have a water source here at the back that once these TNT are active, will flow through all the way up to here. These TNT are all activated by this redstone signal here, and this block, which is the one that will be fired, is activated by this signal, which has a delay from all these repeaters. So I'm just going to show this one off. This one is a bit more far range, I think, than the other model that I showed you. And there you go. Mind you, it didn't go as far just because there's an obstacle in the way, but normally it will probably go a bit farther. Also, you can edit this design in various ways for it to fire more TNT, for there to be more projectiles, or for there to be more TNT falling in this area to have it go even further. I might show that off in a later video, but for now, this is all I'm going to show off. Anyways, so the final cannon design, this is something that my friend Raphael and I built like back in beta, back when he had a crap computer and all. Just something that I kind of remembered more or less how to build. It's a really similar design to the one I just showed you, only this one has two water sources just because there are two rows of TNT that are going to work as propellant. And it's got the repeaters here for the delay that goes up to here, to the projectiles. And so you can have TNT that goes all the way under there, just not there. I haven't figured out how to have TNT right in below this block yet. That will explode in sync with the rest of the propellant. This one is best used as a siege weapon, I find, just because it's not very accurate. It's got 3 shots that go in completely different directions, but it is useful for like if you're assaulting like your friend's castle wall or something. I don't know. Or if you've got like a big enemy that's coming towards you, you want to take out a really widespread enemy. I don't know. You can figure out how to best use it. And mind you, any of these cannons, they're fun to build in single player even, but they're not very useful in single player. I'd recommend using them more in multiplayer situations where you have like towns, factions, or just groups of people that are like fighting each other. Not terribly useful for anything in single player, but still fun to build. Anyways, that's all I really have for today. As I said, I'm going to show you how to build all 3 of those cannons in the next episode. But I hope you enjoyed this episode of Minecraft Tips and Tricks. Thank you for watching, like, share, subscribe, and happy gaming!